But change has to come on all levels, not just the quarterback position. It may be in the coach position too.
Yeah.
Even with the climate of the talent or the skill set in Cleveland, I don't think Shedeur will be any better.
What?
I don't believe in the talent that's around at the receiver position. I don't think they have enough. Do I think Shedeur Sanders is capable of making an impact on any team? Absolutely. But I would hate for Shedeur to be pointed at as, I told you, he ain't no different either.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the Cleveland Browns play, it's like, no, it's not just bad quarterback play. It's bad football play offensively as a whole.
Like, subscribe and hit that bell.
This is one of those moments where someone can be half wrong and half right at the same time. Cam Newton just dropped another wild take, saying Shedeur Sanders won't help the Browns at all if he becomes the starter. Sounds insane, right? Because that's exactly what every Shedeur hater says. But then he turns around and admits Shedeur has real potential. He just thinks the offense Stefanski built is so bad that even a good quarterback can't fix it. Like, seriously, is the offense really that awful that even a talented QB can't save it? Or is Cam just talking to talk? What do you guys think? Could Shedeur actually change things if he gets the starting job?
That was Cam Newton, man. That was Cam Newton pretty much saying he don't think Shedeur will be any better. I definitely think Shedeur will be a hell of a lot better. You know, I got to disagree with Cam on that one.
So that was Cam Newton basically saying Shedeur wouldn't play any better. And honestly, I strongly disagree. Shedeur would absolutely be better. Let's clear something up. Cam Newton is wrong when he says Shedeur Sanders wouldn't help the Browns. How can a quarterback with this much ability be no help? Cleveland's biggest problem right now is clearly the quarterback spot. This offense is begging for leadership, and that's exactly what Shedeur brings. A strong quarterback changes everything, the pace, the confidence, and even how the offense carries itself. Cam saying Shedeur won't make a difference just isn't it. If anything, Shedeur is the type of player who could wake up the entire team. Someone needs to remind Cam that a real quarterback doesn't just throw passes, he lifts the whole offense. Now on the second part, Cam's not completely wrong. The Browns' offense has been a disaster, and everyone saw that in the Patriots game. Once the game went off script, the offense collapsed. No creativity, no adjustments, barely any yardage. They couldn't convert third downs, couldn't move the ball, and looked lost. So yeah, Cam has a point, this system is broken. But is it broken beyond saving? No chance. A real quarterback changes the system. That's why the Browns need Shedeur, to shock the offense back to life and actually move the ball with energy. Nobody's saying the Browns will instantly become a top team, but to act like this offense is hopeless is just wrong. With the right QB, any struggling offense can turn around. Give Shedeur the job, and you'll see the receivers heating up, longer drives, and a whole new energy. Cleveland has talent. They just don't have the right leader. Maybe Cam needs to rethink what he said, because with Shedeur starting, we might see a completely different team. What do you guys think? Is the offense really that bad, or is it simply missing the quarterback who can run it? Because Gabriel has shown nothing but weak, shaky play every week. The offense looks dead under him. He's not starting because he's earned it. He's starting because Stefanski keeps forcing it. And that makes you wonder, why is Stefanski so loyal to him? Is it dislike toward Shedeur? Or is there something deeper, money, politics, or pressure behind the scenes?
Somebody had sent me this about this gentleman, Jimmy Sexton. Jimmy Sexton is a sports agent. And he's the current agent of Dan Lanning and Kevin Stefanski. Now, with that being said, you know, what does an agent do? You know, agents help you get to the bag. Agents help you continue to make money. Hell, I'm looking for an agent right now myself. Agents make sure you stay relevant, but more important, agents make sure relationships is always good with peers. Now, with that being said, Dan Lanning has the same agent.
Before putting the pieces together, let's look at who Dan Lanning is. He's the head coach of the Oregon Ducks, one of the biggest college programs in the nation. He coached Dillon Gabriel in college, and their connection goes way back. Lanning is the type of coach who always stands by his guys no matter what. He's praised Gabriel's work ethic so many times. But let's be honest, working hard is one thing. Performing well is another. You can train your whole life and still fall apart under NFL pressure. And that's exactly what we've seen from Gabriel, so sure, maybe Lanning is proud of Gabriel for staying connected with old teammates and keeping in touch with Oregon guys. But shouldn't he be more focused on actually playing well instead of texting former teammates? It's funny how everyone keeps praising Dylan's effort and character, but no one talks about how uncomfortable he looks on the field. Lanning's comments sound sweet from a coach's perspective, but fans don't care about sentimental stories. They care about results, touchdowns, wins, and real execution. Being a nice guy doesn't win NFL games. Don't you think it's time people stop hyping effort and start demanding actual performance?
It's the same agency, bruh. Now, with that being said, is there a conspiracy for Dylan Gabriel to play? At this point, I have to believe it is. I'm not going to sit up here and say, but this is my opinion. You know, I have to believe this is a conspiracy against Shedeur in every way, shape, form, or fashion. There's no conflict of interest, y'all don't think, right here? Like Jimmy had some Andrew Berry, I didn't think it was no conflict of interest in any shape, form, or fashion when it comes to drafting Dylan Gabriel, knowing Dan Lanning, his former coach, has the same agent as none other than y'all head coach.
And this is where everything starts looking suspicious. Kevin Stefanski and Dan Lanning just happen to share the same agent, Jimmy Sexton. One runs a major college program. The other runs the Browns. And both of them strongly defend Dylan Gabriel. It's not illegal, but it definitely makes people wonder. Fans are starting to ask if their shared agent connects them more deeply than everyone realizes. Could money be involved? Is Lanning quietly encouraging Stefanski to protect Gabriel for the sake of his reputation? Or are both coaches simply too locked into their dislike for Shedeur? Whatever it is, it's making the entire situation look messy. Stefanski keeps protecting Gabriel even when the whole league is clowning the offense. Teams call Stefanski's system predictable. Fans are fed up. And yet Stefanski refuses to speak up or explain anything. Why is he still betting on a quarterback who clearly isn't producing? Maybe now it's starting to make sense. The constant criticism, the stubborn play calling, the refusal to start Shedeur. It's like Stefanski is determined to prove a point nobody believes in anymore. At this stage, you have to ask, is Dan Lanning influencing Stefanski behind the scenes? Or is Stefanski willingly keeping Shedeur benched because of his own agenda? If that's not true, then Stefanski needs to address it directly. He can't stay silent while rumors grow bigger. Fans deserve answers, and Shedeur deserves fairness. You can't bench a talented player and keep giving empty statements every week. This silence is only fueling suspicions. Stefanski needs to stop acting like everything is fine when it's clearly not. His vague answers, next question and that's not my focus, only make things worse. Fans notice it, and players do too. If accountability matters, then it should apply to Gabriel as well. Stefanski needs to speak honestly and admit what's broken. If he truly cares about the team's future, he needs to stop hiding and start leading. If you made it this far, hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more updates, because this story is far from over. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss them. So what do you think? Is Stefanski being forced to stick with Gabriel, or is he choosing to?